Dragon Friends is an exclusively horny Dungeons and Dragons show. We're like these ones that try and laugh about with their jokes and japes. We're here to suck, and muck.
Yeah. Yeah. Deep
Oh, yeah.
within the bowels of...
Oh!
Yep. Hey, Ben. Easy, Ben. All right. I'm 3 lines in. Deep, deep within the bowels of the Delgado Manor lies a chamber. A chamber designed for one purpose and one purpose alone.
Welcome to my eating ass chamber.
Yeah.
I've designed it to have my ass eaten.
Yeah.
Everybody line up.
And next to that chamber is another chamber. This one with an even more specific purpose.
The feeding of ass. Everyone talks about eating ass. No one talks about feeding the ass.
If you eat an ass through a hole, is that a glory hole still, or has it got a different name?
I'm gonna feed you. No, it's gonna get too dirty.
I think it'd be you put your tongue through the glory hole, then they rub their bum up against your tongue.
La la la.
Don't worry, take number 2.
It just reminds me of something my son said, where he's like,
Oh, I've got a good son story too.
At preschool, this is about the size of the bum hole. We're like, what are you talking about? You know, like the bum hole, it's like that big. Like, what are you talking about? You know, that hole in the toilet where you put your bum, the bum hole?
Very
Okay,
good,
my story.
Good son content.
My son was in the bath and he did a fart and he said, "My poo blowing bubbles."
He's a good kid. They're good boys.
These kids, they're the darndest things.
Deep within the bowels of the Delgado Manor lies a chamber designed for one purpose and two purposes alone. 1, the eating of ass. 2, the feeding of ass. 3 purposes and 3 purposes alone. And the third purpose is the letting of blood.
From the ass?
I'm bleeding out my ass.
And in this chamber, the mistress of the very house, Lady Eliza Delgado, slides a ceremonial blade into the... I'm trying to create atmosphere, guys.
That's good.
Slides a ceremonial dagger deep into the neck of her son and heir,
That's right.
Lorenz.
Holy shit.
Shit, I
A
remember that.
son who told his mother specifically, not a few seconds ago, that he didn't do Dwama. That's what he said. He said, "I don't do Dwama."
Oh, that's
and then she killed him.
Oh.
That was my joke. As Deathlich, Charlie Goodboy,
Yo.
Vinegar Pims, your boss, and your other boss, Tranessa, and your smelly cheese dwarf friend all look on. Blood sprays forth from the neck of Lorenz, running down his leather gimp suit and filling the channels and rivulets carved in the chamber's stone floor. Drawn by some unholy force up the sides of the plinth on which the dead body of Sir Roderick Shaw, former open lord of Waterdeep, now rests. At this precise moment, not 100 feet away, directly above where our hero stands, a shudder passes through the body of a shadowy figure wearing a white shift dress. And she says, "Something's wrong, Lorenz, Mummy." And this shadowy figure is, of course, Lorenz's only sister, Sierra Delgado, who sits across from none other than Zephyr Bell,
That's...
Air Ganassi Bard, who is just looking out for another young woman in the industry. She's just revealed herself to be a detective, right? And
But
you
I did or
said
she
you
did?
did.
Yep.
You said, "I'm going to level with you.
I did say that.
I'm a detective, and I was sent by a doctor." Right?
Yeah.
Who? Which doctor?
Which a doctor?
Which doctor?
You remember? Well, you're not there, so we'll just do
It's in
this.
a different room.
We'll come right
sorry,
back to you.
I apologize.
You're down with the blood and the
Oh, I see.
ass
Sorry.
and the
Love
ass
ass.
eating.
You're always down with the acid.
So
Love
yes,
blood, I love ass.
so Zephyr, you Zephyr, as you giggle, as you chuckle to yourself, there is a shadowy figure across from you, and she says, "Oh, something's wrong. Lorenz, he's gone. What's happened? You're here to save me? What's going on?"
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
Tell me more about yourself.
I have to go and find
jog
him.
my memory.
I have to go and find them. And she rushes towards you out of the shadows. And you see that she is incredibly gaunt and thin. And that this kind of almost stretching her skin is like sharp, kind of like bone-like growth.
Because she had a disease.
Yes, you remember that
Dancing
she was
disease?
suffering from St. Cuthbert's dance. And the clicking that you heard as she was walking
That's
towards
right.
you realize is the clicking of her joints and bones up against each other. And she's kind of lunging towards you, but she's kind of trying to get past you towards the door.
I hold her by the shoulders.
Okay? She's like,
What does that feel like?
oh, it's like bone. It feels like bone, like kind of sharp bone sticking through. She's like, I must get to Lorenz. You can try and stop her, but you got to make a grapple check.
I'm gonna try and sit her down on the bed as gently as I can.
Okay, well you can try and persuade her. What are you gonna say to her?
I say, hey, listen, girlfriend, like, there's some bad shit going on in this freaking castle, and I know we just met, but I'm your only friend right now. So,
She says, Mummy says I can't have friends.
well,
Mummy takes a drop of my blood every day to keep the sickness at bay.
that sounds messed up. Do you have a doctor that you trust?
No, Mummy says I'm too sick even for doctors. She says taking the blood each day will keep me well.
Listen, I don't want to tell you that your mom's like some fucked up witch or some shit like that.
Why would you say that if you didn't want to tell me that?
At this stage, we really can't rule it out.
What?
I've heard some bad stuff that's going on here, and
Who's talking shit about my mum? Are you making up shit about my mum?
no, I'm not making up shit.
What?
I'm
You're
on
coming
a
into
level
my
with
house
you.
talking shit about my mum?
Hey, you're gonna die.
What?
Dave does this character a bit more demure, but
Yeah, well,
I'm having it.
she's got some
Yeah,
pep.
I taught her some language.
Yeah. She's mirroring.
Listen, you're gonna die if you keep this up. And by this, I mean existing. I've been told that you're gonna die by daybreak.
What? Is that what happened last time?
I'm pretty sure.
I totally believe that. What? Daybreak? I don't want to die by daybreak.
Well, you can listen to me. I'm your only hope.
Can we go and see?
Do you want to
please?
see how many followers I have on Zips Up? Would that convince you
Oh
that
my
I'm
god!
cool?
Oh my god!
And that
It
you
might
can
help.
trust me?
It might help.
I sure.
Wait, will you follow me on Zips Up?
Oh, I mean, what kind of stuff?
What's your ratio on ZipZop? Followers versus.
Oh, is it expressed in a percentage?
You don't have to express it in percentage, but
So it's like if you follow if you have
Oh,
5,000
yeah,
followers,
yeah.
you only follow.
how many do you follow?
I only follow one true artist.
Nate doesn't answer.
Wait, who's that? You're not going to follow me? You said you wanted me to trust you.
Okay, I only follow one artist.
Uh-huh.
His name is.
Now we get to see Alex trying to think of someone who Billie Eilish would think is cool in our world and then make a fantasy name up for that person in the world that her character exists.
Thank you for narrating that moment.
So-
And now, the result.
3, 2, 1.
Billy Goat Island. She's a
Whoa.
talking goat. I respect her. People say I'm derivative, but like for starters, I'm not a goat.
So now
But everything else is.
now you're only going to follow me and Billy Goat Eilish?
Yeah, I mean, you have to follow me, obviously.
I mean, obviously, I do follow you already.
There you go.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I realized I just follow you already. That's why I implicitly trust you.
So sit down, hold tight. I got to be in touch with some friends of mine who we got to just.
I need a plan. I don't want to die by daybreak. Meanwhile, as the two women, just like rap about life in the industry, we zoom through the floors. It looks like that. In your mind, it's the
Oh,
zoom.
yeah.
You go through,
Shoom.
and in between the floors, there's like $100,000 in cash.
A skeleton.
Skeleton.
Oh, the Simpsons jokes.
Yeah. What else is in between the
Someone's
floors?
eating ass.
Oh.
rafters?
Dinosaur skeletons.
Dinosaur
yeah.
skeletons,
Eating
yes.
Yeah.
Jewels? Sometimes there's diamonds.
Oh, some jewels and
yeah.
diamonds.
Sometimes.
In an
Oh,
ass.
somebody who's died
Someone's
behind a
trying to
painting
get-
with the eyes. There's just like a skeleton looking through the painting.
All the
What a way
other ones
to
are
go.
skeleton things.
Yeah, you like
Well, fuck me then, I guess.
he's even
I'm also
drawing a
drawing a
skeleton. Skeleton boy.
Skeleton boy.
Okay,
I
we
love
zoom.
bones.
Is it because Eden keeps talking about bonitis or whatever?
Oh, St. Cuthbert's dance? Right. So, we zoom back down to the blood chamber, the letting chamber.
Sorry.
Let's call it the ass.
You
Yes.
studied film in a way I haven't.
Yes.
But is this a zoom or is this a pan or is this a tilt? I don't actually know the difference between any.
I think
Or is
it would
it
be, it's a push.
It's a push.
Yeah.
You love a push.
Is it like
Because the camera is moving.
Oh,
the whole
sure.
camera
Is there a
moves.
So it zooms when the camera's in the same spot you're shifting the lens.
Exactly.
is there a little boy riding a tricycle in front of the camera the whole time?
No, but there's a big burly man pushing it on a dolly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it Giovanna from Play School? Sorry, I hate myself. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, I don't get it, but that's
a
good.
doll.
Oh,
yeah, you
that's a
should hate
dolly.
yourself.
I
It's
hate
fucking
that.
lame.
Boo.
I
Yeah.
hate myself.
Boo.
God, you had every
May I,
reason
and
to
may
do
I
a
say,
good joking.
boo to you.
Fucked it up.
So,
Fucking idiot.
as the light
Could have
fades,
said Dolly the sheep.
Could have said pardon. Could have said pardon. Could have said heaps of them.
everyone loves
So
Dolly
we're
Parton.
workshopping bad joke that he made, trying to make it into something better.
We're all helping each
For
other
when
here.
this stream starts.
Yeah. Okay, so the light fades from the little gimp
You
boy.
miss 100% of the shots you fucking take.
Isn't that's the best? There's just a coach and a play being like, you miss 100% of the shots you take.
You specifically. You're bad. You're the fucking team. Okay. Sorry,
I guess that is a pretty bad ratio.
Sorry, as the light goes out of the boy's eyes.
Yeah. So, he's the heir, Lorenz Delgado. As the light fades from his once bright eyes, they're replaced by the blood red hue of Deathlich's blood maledict.
What is this? Yeah.
This is a little recap of the last episode for those of you who weren't here, right? And the leather-clad figure lashes out at his mother, pulling the dagger that he was just stabbed with out of his neck because he's under Deathlich's control.
Whoa!
And slashes his mum across the face. And she says,
Yabba dabba do.
She says that?
and she says,
Does that figure really quick as well?
no, she says, you were never my favorite son, and I only have the one. Right?
Ooh, cutting remark and cutting physically.
Yes. All of these things.
Made even worse by the yabba dabba doo.
And as the rivulets of blood that have been creeping up this plinth here, you can see this is where you're all in this room here, right? You can see the rivulets of blood sharpen into points and penetrate the dead body of Sir Roderick Shaw, the former Open Lord of Waterdeep.
The blood of Lorenz is going into...
Yes, penetrating him in his ass.
This is like.
Oh,
This is like.
But
I guess
also in
it's
his
kinda
eyes
like-
and nose and stuff.
Yeah, but it's
Mostly
kind of
his
like
ass.
what you know, like those rich billionaires you hear about who like buy blood from young people to put in their.
yeah.
I don't want to.
a vampire facial.
Yeah, I don't want to say
Wow.
their specific names because they're quite litigious. But you know those billionaires, they buy blood off young people. You know.
Do they?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
fucking
they
thing.
infuse it.
Or you get young people blood?
It makes them more healthy.
Are
and
you
stuff.
scared to say their names because you think they might sue you, or because you think they might be vampires and they'll tell
Or
you?
because you
to
think
take
they
your
own
blood.
the streaming platform that we're currently...
It's a possibility. I haven't checked it.
So yes, as the blood things, the necromites of Merkul, all of the dudes with the masks and the red robes and the daggers, they've been lining the walls of this room, and they all step out and close ranks and start marching towards you. Now, your boss Trinessa, right, who was here last time, is still under the control of Eliza's blood magic. So she's running, and close behind her is Vinnie Pims, who is also running. Rockfall Balboa is still standing his ground, but Charlie Goodboy and Deathlich, what would you like to do? There's a slow and inexorable step of 20-some cultists. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, we can't.
it's a little too spicy for my
Let's run.
white palate.
You're running?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone is running. So, you start running. Meanwhile, upstairs...
Let's try and get upstairs, I think.
Okay. Well, you are down in the basement, so you can get up to...
Is there a ladder?
Well, you come back out the way you came and end up in this little basement space, right?
There's also a tunnel that can take us back through.
Yeah, some of you came into the tunnel, and actually poking his head out of that room right now is none other than, played by Mr. Tom Cardy. Who is he? What's his bloody name?
Drongo!
Oh, sometime denizen of the swoops, sometime member of the Gribbits Detective Agency, none other than the Kenku, little Raven Boy Rogue, Drongo.
Hey guys! Hey!
Hey, Drongo.
Hey!
Drongo.
Drongo, why have you been sneaking around up in the sea ward after
little
midnight
pervert.
this time? Like a little pervert.
Well, to be honest, I heard that there was an ass-eating room down here, and I didn't want to. I'm not into it, but I was just like, I gotta see. So I heard there's 2 rooms.
You gotta see it.
So I just want to check it out.
What if a big crowman tried to eat your ass? It would be pecky.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm so interested.
Yeah.
But maybe delicate, maybe very precise.
No, it's not. It's not. It's big.
Oh.
You here for the ass eating competition?
No, I'm not. I didn't know there was a competition.
World finals, mate.
Really? Oh, let me jump in and I start running in as fast as
I always worried about those, when birds feed their babies and the babies are like really trying to get into their parents' throats. It's a bit vigorous.
Oh, right. Are they ever going to get the tonsil? No, what's the dangle? Uvula?
Uvula.
Good question. Do birds have uvula?
Yeah, do birds have uvula?
Do birds have
Put
uvula?
your answer in the chat.
We're not reading it now, but we'll check in later. We'll ask you.
We'll sense it.
I'm making a note, uvula. That's a note for all of us.
So I suss
to
it.
remember uvula.
So I suss it and I kind of try and get. I obviously see that there's a bit of beef. They don't want to. It doesn't look good, right?
No, so there's dudes, as you come in here, dudes are slowly you can hear the murmuring of movements of suck and fuck party dudes.
Are they chasing us, or are they?
They're kind of...
Or are they dealing with the body?
They're plodding slowly. They're not right on your heels as of yet, but you do hear them kind of coming through. Did anyone close the doors behind you? So basically your options are to go back upstairs into the manor or go through the secret tunnel that you just came in through.
Tunnel, right?
Tunnel? Okay, while you decide that, let's go back to upstairs where, not Eliza.
You mean Sierra?
Yeah, Sierra's like, look, thanks for the follow. It means so much to me. But I had the most terrible feeling that something bad has happened to my brother and I must get to him.
I don't think you have the strength right now.
Well, what's your fucking plan? Okay?
Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me.
Well, what's your? Let's see your.
I just want to walk downstairs.
When's the last time you walked?
I can walk just fine.
You are like a tiny little bird skeleton.
Well, get me...
I'm gonna get you help. I swear. And then, you know what?
Can you do it now?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, if you fucking shut up,
Because
maybe
you told me
I
I'm going to die tomorrow, so time's
well, you stop talking, and then maybe I'll be able to stop talking.
Okay, I'm listening.
If you survive, I'll record a duet with you on Zip Zone.
Whoa! Oh my God! Now I have to live.
Okay, you just stay there.
Right.
I'm gonna lock the door.
Okay.
And don't open the door for anyone except me.
Okay. How will I know it's you?
I'll say something like, "It's me, Zephyr Bell,"
Oh, great.
and then maybe I'll do this noise.
Great. No one else will be able to do that noise. See,
Oh, you can't.
please come.
Nope.
No.
Well, good then.
I didn't even know I could. That's how special it is.
Wow, thanks.
I gotta
Zephyr
go. The
Bye.
time is ticking.
It totally is. Man, I'll be so sad if I die before morning. I won't get to do my duet with Zephyr Bell. I'm so weak.
I close the door and I lock it.
Slam. What do you do now?
I go looking for my friends. I listen. And I actually do this when I like go to a restaurant. I'm trying to find you guys, or I listen for your obnoxious voices. And I can usually find one of them. It's usually Ben.
I feel like there was an unnecessary judgmental word in that sentence.
Was it obnoxious?
Yeah.
Well, that was actually very necessary.
It's kind of objective, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's objectively obnoxious.
Yeah, I hear them like there. So can I just poke my head out and see if I can hear any of my
You can
friends?
make a perception check.
I do.
Perception check.
Sorry. I'm doing a perception. Oh, I got 17.
Yeah, so look, it's eerily quiet. You can, on your level, you feel it's eerily quiet. All the sound that you can hear from is coming from downstairs.
I go down the stairs.
So head in that direction. Back in the basement, what are you doing, guys?
I've been going through that tunnel.
Yeah, great. Okay, good.
The entire time I'm just going, guys, what have you been up to? This sounds like fun. Was there blood in there? Death Lich there? There was, that person's eyes were all red and they were cutting someone even though they looked dead. What gives?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We don't really understand it.
Oh, cool.
How did he get into the party?
He came in through the tunnel.
I'm very sneaky.
He was snooping
When
around.
there's ass to be eaten, you'll find me snooping.
When you meet him, you can absolutely...
Imagine if the ass had a uvula.
A bird's ass does.
And
It does. It's the
And every time you jingled your butt, it's dingling like a bell.
That'd be nice.
Jingle it. Every time you farted, it was like, bling.
Yeah. Like a shop bell.
One in, one out. Oh, boy. Okay. So you guys are leaving by the tunnel? You're going to head down here? Pursued. Well, that's where these two have
oh,
gone.
the prostate is what I was trying to think of. That's
The prostate is the
Yes.
prostate.
Charlie, good boy. Okay, so they've disappeared down the tunnel, which is bloody brilliant. Okay, so you guys are all leaving. All right. Well, good luck, Zephyr Bell. All your friends have abandoned you.
Oh, cool. Thanks, guys.
Meanwhile, back on the middle level,
Did we know she was there?
No, we sort of, I can't remember. We
Well-
sort of split up.
Deathlich, you would have, right? You left her, she kind of went up on a higher level. So you can look around if you want, but it seems like you're all running like cowards, which is a choice. It's definitely a way to live.
I think we should all just try and meet up, so let's wait for her outside.
Okay. All right, so you're going to go through the tunnel and go outside. Zephyr, so you find yourself on the middle level in the main reception hall of the mansion. Okay? And it's
What can I
eerily...
perceive?
You can perceive that it's kind of all freaking quiet. Like
That's
what...
weird. There's going to be a party.
Yeah, so exactly. So not 15 minutes ago, there was a whole... This place was thrumming with peoples in robes, with the weird candy cane, the weird toffee apple masks. But they've all disappeared.
I'm gonna. I think I would want to leave the mansion.
Yeah, right? You're going to leave just by the
it's
front door?
Spooky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
See what I can see. See if there are any lights on from the outside.
So yeah, the place is fully lit, and you do hear now that there is some hubbub coming from the downstairs stairs, which are below the stairs that you just came down. It's a fancy house, so there are stairs that go up and down.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What happens
It's
if you
pretty
use the
crazy.
down ones for up?
Then you...
Do they go flat and
They
then slide?
escalators?
No,
exactly what I
no,
was
no,
just
no, no.
Yeah, it's very Scooby-Doo.
No, it's from the middle
A
level,
Scooby-Doo.
there's an up and there's a down. So when you're on the bottom level, the downstairs are actually upstairs. Stairs are like that. They can change depending on where you are. You guys get it?
Yeah, we get it.
So you hear noise from
I'm
downstairs?
gonna tiptoe and look around the corner.
You see the beautiful flowing locks of Deathlich, who is at the ass of the party. The rear of the party.
Is there anything that I can throw at him around, like pebbles? Or,
What do you got?
An old canapé that's on the ground.
Yeah, there is a prawn.
All right.
Single prawn.
I pitch it at his head.
Okay, you make an attack roll.
I can't remember.
With
How do
prawn?
you find all your pluses?
Here. Actions.
Oh, yeah.
I like to imagine there's a lot of canapes on
Unarmed
the
strike,
ground.
so that's what you'd use.
I like to think that if you took
What's
a
your
step,
dexterity?
you'd probably
That's
land
very
on some
cool.
sort of yummy
There.
food that was
Oh,
gone
there it
cold.
is.
So yeah,
It's just like crunch,
+2.
crunch, spring roll.
15,
Tiny
16.
little
Okay.
with goat cheese on it.
You get
You'd be
hit in
lucky
the
if you get a
back
crunch.
by
Hang
a
on.
prawn.
Too many conversations going on.
Wait, what are
No,
you
we're
guys talking
done.
about? You guys talking about prawn?
Yeah, just talking about spring rolls and how long they retain their crunch.
We're just vamping.
Well, there's a prawn being
Freaking
thrown
playing
over
some
here.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Very
Sorry, you
important
guys
being
talk about your
thrown.
die. I said I'm back.
You get hit by a prawn.
Ouchie mouchie.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
No, wrong character.
Who was that?
That was Banknote. No. You're in Banknote right now.
No, this is
Yeah,
Death
that's
Lich.
definitely just very
That's Death
different.
Lich. Yeah, it's very
I
different.
never did, but yeah,
You just did Banknote.
Yeah. Can you see me poking around the corner?
Zephyr, is that you?
Yeah, man. Sorry about the prawn to the old Skullington.
So as you're whispering to each other, a bunch of cultists burst through this door.
I'm allergic
Dun 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 dun
Oh
dun
shit.
dun.
Bullshit.
Hubbub, hubbub,
How
hubbub,
about, and where are
hubbub.
we?
So you're here.
Oh god, can they? Did
You're
they
like
see
here.
us?
You're here. Yeah, this is
Specific.
happening, man.
Oh
You're there,
shit.
and you're there. Where are you? Where's your little wing lady? You're an invisible boy.
No, let's
Beautiful. That's what's happening. They've just burst through the door.
How many of them are there?
Well, however many were coming out of that room.
That was like 20.
20?
You said.
Yeah, there was heaps.
see. Fuck.
All right. Well, let's just stay and fucking
they
kill
seen
some
us?
people then.
We're like level 2. Have they seen us?
Yeah, they've just seen you. They've just looked at you and they've gone, because they hubbub.
All right.
They're like, farmer cool, blood for the mistress of bones.
No, we should get out of here. Although it would be fun to kill 20 people, but we should get out of here. Although it would be fun to kill 20 people.
We need to
If I had a penny.
lead them away from our friends. So I'm gonna heroically.
You're going to
run-
make a stand?
No, I'm gonna heroically run the other way from our friends.
So you're going to go
So
back
I'm not
upstairs.
gonna lead them to our friends. I'm gonna lead them away from our friends.
Okay,
No, they
Deathlich,
can
what
hear
are you
us.
doing?
So they have a chance.
Okay. Deathlich, what are you going to do?
I'll stay and fight.
You're just going to stay and fight?
What?
Well, we're all going to fight, aren't we?
Well, no, it looks... So you just saw Zephyrbell run away upstairs.
And I was like, a big hero!
I don't think that's what hero means.
You can do whatever you want.
We will.
Drogo,
No, what?
you
Zephyr, why
realize
don't you come
that
with us? We'll
Have
get
they
the fuck
seen
out of
us?
here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm coming back down. Everyone, I'm coming back down.
Stop
Everyone.
splitting.
You're going to go this way?
It's more difficult when we split the
I
party.
know. I
Yeah,
just
it's way
realized
more-
that.
Storytelling just slows right
storytelling
down.
I
really
just
slows
remembered
right
what a hero
down.
does. Yeah, come to my friends.
We
Okay.
skedaddle out of there.
You scaddle? You
Yeah.
scattered
Yeah,
it?
we're running.
I
We're
think
running.
they're going to throw some things at you as you run.
I can
Like
try,
chickens?
but
Yeah, I'm going to try.
What are they gonna throw?
What kind of
Prawns?
pace? Yeah.
Little
allergic.
little daggers, little knives,
Ouchie.
like China.
Ouchie
Like,
mouchie.
oh wait,
Ouchie.
yeah. Give me
I
what's
was
your
worried about getting caramel all over Dave's nice table, but he's not here. He's too busy.
Benedict made the
effing
table. We're allowed to do it. What's your armor class, Fresno? I mean,
Deathlich's armor class
Deathlich?
is 15.
ooh. You both take a dagger in the back. Ah! Blood from a cool. You
Ouchie,
take
ouchie.
4. Wait, so no, Zephyr, you take 4 and 6. 6 Deathlich.
Ouch.
6.
Max damaged you. All right. So what do? You run down the tunnel, pursued by these bad boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely like it.
So you guys who are at the front of the party, you emerge in a disused shop that I want to say sells old merchandise.
What kind of merchandise?
It sells memorial Sir Roderick Shaw memorial.
It's like a pop-up, like
Yeah.
Halloween store, but
Yeah.
for Roderick Shaw.
Yeah, but there's like tea towels.
Does it have like rubber masks, like full face?
Do they have? I think they'd be more made out of leather and vellum. Like they've made them out of actual faces, and they've kind of they've made them out of actual faces that they've taken off animals. And you hear both of your friends go "ow" downstairs, and then quickly emerge behind you.
So they've emerged?
Yes, you've all emerged. You're in this little shop.
Is there a door?
There is a door.
Can it be locked?
Yes. Well, it's you don't have the key, but it does have a.
Okay. Is there anything big we can barricade the door with?
Yep. There's many teapots.
Does it swing out or in?
It swings
Out towards us or back into the tunnel?
into the
Okay,
tunnel.
let's just set it on fire.
It
and
swings
run.
into the tunnel. It swings into the tunnel.
That's a good. We could set it on fire.
You see what
No.
I'm fine?
Yeah, I guess so. Or we can just block it so they can't follow us.
There's a lot of tea towels. There's a lot of tea
tea
towels.
towels. I'm gonna vote set it on fire. I don't think tea towels.
Okay,
are
fire.
good.
Let's just set the
Alright.
whole...
But won't the fire come for us because we're in a tunnel? It'll move very quickly.
We're out of the tunnel.
You're out of the
We're in
tunnel.
the
You're in the shop
tunnel
at the
comes
end
out
of the
shop.
tunnel.
We're in the shop and we're going to set on fire and then get the fuck
Oh
out.
yeah, are there any alcohols that we could make Molotov cocktails
yes,
out of?
there is
Like a bad
memorial brandy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a memorial brandy. I'm going to put a tea towel on top of it.
Yes.
Light the tea towel on fire, and then I'm going to clear, and I'm going to throw it at the entrance of the tunnel as we run out.
And Rockford says, "Why did you yell clear then?
What do you mean?
You just yelled.
It wasn't a...
You just yelled clear.
It's like what you yell before you throw a Molotov cocktail.
Really?
Wait, to warn the people you're throwing the cocktail at?
No, you're
So I'm
thinking
warning you. They can't hear
You're thinking
clear.
of a
Isn't that when
defibrillator.
someone is dying?
That's a defibrillator.
Someone is- you say clear.
What's a defibrillator? We're in fantasy time.
It's
so
a fantasy. Well, it's short. Well, it's short for fantasy defibrillator. It's
a
a fantasy defibrillator.
It's medical shocking hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shocking grass, but for
but-
the shocking grass, but for
You say
ambulances.
clear like this, but you don't say the same when you do throw a cocktail.
You say throw a cocktail?
Yeah,
Molotov
you shouldn't
cocktails.
throw cocktails at all.
When you throw a cocktail, it's more of a swill.
Throw it back. Oh, anyway, please.
You cheated on me.
Your,
Swill.
your hand's about to set on fire, so
Clear.
I want to throw one too. I'll
Okay.
make one quickly.
Everyone's
and I
just throwing
throw it.
bottles onto the fire.
Yep.
And just like
Yeah.
all the merchandise, just throwing it, everything, all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
t-shirts.
Burn
Great.
it
All
and get
the
the fuck out of it.
So there's a lot of fire now coming out of the tunnel, and some of the cultists are emerging like stuntmen who have set on fire.
Oh, yeah, like
they're
this.
very, yeah, they're very much flailing towards you.
I use my bow, so I don't have to get too close to it. I
That's
start taking,
nice.
Me too.
start taking
Take
some
some
of
pot
the
shots?
motherfuckers down.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'd love to. I would love to go for it, and I will go for it right now. Because I've just rolled a 4. My short bow says +5 or whatever that.
You miss.
Yeah.
Wait, which dice did you roll?
Just this one, buddy.
Oh yeah, you rolled the right dice. Great work.
Nice.
Charlie Goodboy.
I'm going to get... So they're like coming through the door?
Yeah, but they're on fire.
Okay,
That's how scary they are.
Whoa.
I am going to like 2 arm attack, going to attack with my rapier and shillelagh.
Bam, bam.
So that's 17 with the shillelagh and hit for 5, and then with the rapier, that's an 8. That probably doesn't hit.
Okay, you do 5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
Oh no, 7 damage.
7? Okay, he drops. He was already on fire.
If he drops, then he actually comes back up and kills.
Okay, so you with your blood maledict, don't you have to take a point of damage to do this?
I'm not across this.
Ignorance is bliss, but
Well, okay, so he comes alive. Let's say you take 1 point of damage. How's that? Is that fair?
Okay.
You have to use your little blood
I'm waiting for Dave to come storming
to
in
do
here
the
and
blood
get,
maledict.
get upset.
with a big book.
Look, Dave's just
Actually, guys, I think you'll
Dave's just enjoying not having to deal with this bullshit. Zephyr Bell, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna
There are 2 more.
take my crossbow and
Yep.
aim it at the one closest to us.
Okay, take a shot.
How does a 15 go for you?
Yeah, that's a hit him so good.
Great, and
What's
I
the
do
damage?
3 damage.
Okay, he's still up. Still up.
Then using my turn, then I'll attack him with my crossbow, my light crossbow.
You're gonna crossbow as well?
Yep. That is a 9 plus 6 is 15. 9 plus 5 is 14. Sorry.
Yeah, that's hit. It's going on plus 12.
Then what's that? 1d8, which is 5 plus 3 is 8 damage.
So your crossbow absolutely thonks him in the head, and a man who was already on fire is now dead.
Now,
There's only one standing left.
If those
mercy.
bodies are now blocking the doorway through the tunnel,
Are
Yes.
they more on fire?
yeah, sorry. Are
We're up
bodies
here now.
Yeah,
Yes.
are bodies difficult terrain?
Yes, I would say they do count as difficult terrain.
Good to know.
So now you've so there is one who's looking very bad. We're back to you, Drongo.
Oh yeah. Well,
You want to do another bonk?
I go for 2. I
You
go
wanna try
bow.
and bonk him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go short bow straight into him. It's a 17.
Okay,
plus.
so your little twiggy arrow thonks him. There's a pile of on fire dead bodies blocking the tunnel entrance now, and the shop, you realise, is very much on fire around you now.
Whoa.
So you can stay.
I can make
or
the door.
You can go. You can get out of town.
Is there another door to leave?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shop?
back onto the street.
No, it's one of those shops that only has one hidden exit.
One hidden door. It's very exclusive.
Pop up,
Extremely exclusive pop-up. Oh no. So as you exit back onto the street, you find yourself still in the C ward, which is yes.
So just a ruling on the... Actually,
Yes.
I don't take damage to use the blood curse of the fallen puppet. I take damage if I want to amplify it and make it move half of their movement speed. But if they're within range of someone they just want to attack it, 0 cost.
Okay, but if you want to move it around, it costs blood.
Yeah, but every round I get to do it once as my reaction.
Okay, to control something that is recently dead.
Yeah, when a creature within 30 feet drops, I can see within 30 feet drops to 0 hit points.
It comes back and you can make it attack, but to move costs it.
Can I say, I've been watching you guys played a few Dungeons and Dragons games before. That is the coolest
fucking
thing,
cool,
I think.
Being a blood puppet?
Yeah, not being a blood puppet.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
Tom,
You're living that right now.
Yeah.
how would you like to be Michael King's blood puppet?
Sounds like an opportunity you can't refuse.
Now, I will tell you that I
beautiful.
think, in terms of a final act of aggression, that act could be eating us.
Let me check with my, let me check with my LA manager.
Oh, he will need 10% of the ass.
Oh, he'll get all the ass.
In that case, I'm getting 10% of the ass. I'm Tom's LA manager. For any inquiries about Tom Cardy in Los Angeles or the wider American region, please see me, Alex Lee.
Wider American
No
region.
email or phone number provided.
You have to come to my house.
Find me.
which
You have
is
to
in
come to a
Sydney,
taping
Australia.
of.
And I'm not telling you
with
where
the
it is.
Yeah, the only place you can approach Alex Lee is in the foyer of the ABC. You've got to get past security to get in there.
Yeah, and I'm not
through the
signing
head
you
of
in.
B1. She'll be sitting in the.
Fuck, that's so funny. Yeah, from now on, any business meetings any of us do are going to be in the peep-through heads of the bananas and pajamas that are in the ABC foyer, all right?
Okay. If you want to deal with us, that's where you got to go. Yeah.
So you find yourselves back on the street. In fact, across the road from the Delgado manor.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
you've
What
gone-
can we see? Can we observe anything through
Is the
windows?
Delgado manor slowly filling with smoke?
No,
Well, not actually.
This fire's quite far away and it's a stone tunnel, so it probably wouldn't follow. But there is some sort of hubbub, and you can hear the guards just banging spoons together to make it seem like they're doing things. At least that's what it sounds like. But they're probably they could also, now you think about it, be banging swords and shields together.
Oh, they could be
and
sharpening their weapons.
Yeah, they could be doing
Swords
that
and
as well.
shield.
So you
Swords and
can't-
shields.
Swords and shields. So you find yourself on the street, just chilling.
Let's go home. I've had a big night.
Yeah, fuck. Why don't we just go home?
All right,
What's in
that's
the
great.
go home?
I mean, what do we like? Roderick, we can't go back in there.
It's on fire.
It's on fire. We can't stop Roderick Shaw from coming alive. We need to tell the new
The
king
news?
of the new king of
We need to
Wanted.
tell the news?
We tell the news. We tell the media. Zip zop it.
Should we call fantasy a current affair?
Should I do a zip zop? Okay, I'm going to do a zip zop about it.
Okay, great.
So you
Okay,
get out
great.
your little
Okay.
ruined palm.
You
Yeah.
pull out your little rune,
Yeah.
your eye
Stones,
rune.
whatever.
Pull out your eye rune.
And I start like
It's you notice.
pointing to like text on the
And you're like smugly like, guys,
Yeah.
Sir Roger Shaw.
Yeah. Roderick Shaw. Dead.
Backdrop goes
Was
doing
he
this,
dead? He's back now.
And I'm doing a dance like this.
Yeah, we're doing. Everyone else is doing a dance, and I'm pointing to the text on the screen.
Yeah.
This is what's going out live.
So what's the text? What text are you putting out?
Dun, dun.
It says,
He's dead, not dead.
yeah. So Roderick Shaw,
Yeah. So Rod-
skull emoji,
Yeah.
and then it's crossed out, and it's like, he's alive. That's the one up there.
yeah.
All content insufferable.
And then I say, what else do we know? Like zombie cult stuff.
Yeah, McCool. You know about McCool?
Yeah, Mercool, I
Yeah,
read
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Not
Mercool.
McCool? Not cool.
And what else do we know? Oh,
And then down the end, it's just like, donate to Syria.
And you see it's popping up because you've gone live.
yeah.
There's Sierra D is there. She's like, WTF? I can see you're across the street from me.
Dancing.
Yeah. Are you coming to rescue me?
And I say, shh. Any other content? Should anyone else want to contribute to my zip up? Really good chance to get your face out there. What do we need to tell the? What do we need
We're
to tell the?
Detective
New,
Agency. I think we need to
what do we need to tell the new king?
watch out for the old king.
Oh
gonna be a
yeah,
fake.
he's coming back.
Death Lich. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you go.
Oh, Death. Are you sure?
I'll point to you.
Okay. Death Lich is going to get his iron out and just kind of like duet the zip zop that Zephyr's made, and he's like, God, can you believe this shit? This is what the masses want, isn't it? God, just people doing dances and pointing at words. I'm here for the real artists.
And I move into his shot and go.
Like, oh, come on! He signs off.
Yeah, come. If you're law enforcement, come to Delgado Manor.
Will the law enforcement show up? Will the social media stylings of Zephyr Bell have the appropriate social impact which she hopes for? Well, that all remains to be seen. And we'll find out next episode, which is coming up in just a few minutes, of the Gribbits Detective Agency.